Good morning, children. In this video, this is the sixth part of the video, and then we will learn about the shadow that is formed by an extended source of light. Okay, in the last video, we learned about shadows formed by point source of light. What was the kind of the shadow that was formed? It was only umbra that was formed, isn't it? It was only umbra that was formed. But when we have extended source of light, we have both umbra and penumbra. Okay, this first case we will study that when the source of light is smaller than the object. Now you see light rays traveling from the this source of light. Okay, and here from this tip, name it as S1 and this as S2. Okay, from S1 light rays travel from the tip of the object and from the bottom of the object, and from S2 light rays travel from the tip of the object and from the bottom of the object. Now you see this region where no light rays fall is the umbra region, but then from S1 light is traveling like this also. Okay, then this area we are receiving few light rays, and this is the penumbra region. Understood? The size of the umbra is larger than the size of the object. But then if you move the screen away, what will happen? Okay, now the screen is moved away from the object. What will happen? You will see that both the umbra and the penumbra will increase in size. Understood? The more the screen is away from the object, when we have a source of light smaller than the object, then the size of the umbra and penumbra both increases. Clear? Now the next case is what will be the kind of shadow formed when the source of light is larger than the object. Here you see we have source of light larger than the object. Now light rays from here will travel and hit the screen over here. Understood? Light rays, we take two rays. Okay, from one point we take two rays. So here, from here it is traveling, from the tip it is crosses and touches the screen here. From the bottom it comes and touches the screen over here. Then from the bottom of the flame also we have taken two rays, one passing from the tip and one passing from the bottom of the object. Now look at the size of the umbra we have got. The size of the umbra we have got over here is small, isn't it? But the size of the penumbra that we get over here is large. Okay, so when we have a light source greater or bigger than the size of the object, then the size of the umbra is small and the size of the penumbra is large. Okay, now move the screen away. When we move the screen away from the object more, then what do we notice? That the size of the umbra, it reduces to a smaller point, isn't it? But the size of the penumbra increases more in size. When the screen is moved away from the object, then the size of the penumbra becomes very small, but the size of the umbra becomes very small, but the size of the penumbra becomes very large. Understood? Now you keep moving the screen. Then you will notice that the umbra will go on reducing in size. And then a point will come when it will completely vanish and only the penumbra will be visible. Okay, now I can give you one example over here. Have you seen birds flying? But have you seen birds casting their shadows on the earth? Even aeroplanes fly But do they have shadows on the earth? No. Why? Because in this case what we are having? We are having sun as the extended source of light. Okay, which is very large compared to the size of the opaque body, that is the bird or the aeroplane. Okay, understood? The bird is too small or the aeroplane is too small compared to the diameter of the sun. Okay, then the umbra that is formed by the bird is so small that it finishes in the air. The sun is what? The sun is the extended source of light, and this is the bird or the aeroplane is what? The object. Okay, and the earth is the screen. Okay, the earth is too distant from the object, isn't it? So when we have earth, because the earth is too distant from the object, then what will happen? The umbra that will be formed will vanish in the air. Okay, it will finish off in the air, and the penumbra that is formed, it is very large and but very faint. It is very faint. Okay, and so this penumbra is also hardly visible to us. So on the whole, what happens? That no shadow is formed on the earth when we have birds or aeroplanes flying high in the sky. Okay, when we have birds or aeroplanes flying high in the sky, they do not cast any shadow on the earth. Clear? In the next video, we'll be learning about eclipses.